I could care less if it's woke. I could care less if it centers around a black female gladiator. I could care less if it pisses on the legacy of its predecessor. Literally and figuratively. Now, where do I begin? Nick E. Terabay, hope I'm pronouncing that right, reprises his role as Asher from the original series, or so we're led to believe, since the character is supposed to be dead, while Graham McTavish plays his trusty ally, Chorus. We're introduced to a few other characters, but to be honest, most of them are bland and their names aren't important enough to remember. The only characters in the show who feel fleshed out are Chorus and the two slaves, the two concubines. I'll talk about them later. Aquila is no more a character than she is a plot device. We're shown a flashback of her accidentally killing presumably her daughter with a spear after trying to save her from evildoers. But that's all we get from that. Unlike the titular character from the original series, we're given no reason to care about Aquila. Mary Sue or not, she isn't likable. As for Asher himself, Nikki Terabay is just playing John Hannah's character from Blood and Sand and Gods of the Arena. The Asher in this spin-off is not Asher. He is Batiatus with a different name and face. The whole storyline is basically copied and pasted from Blood and Sand. I mean, seriously, there's nothing in the show we haven't already seen in Blood and Sand. And last but not least, I should talk about the two concubines, Hilara and Messia. Hilara is played by Jamaica Vaughn, whom I've not heard of until recently. And Messia is played by, and I can't believe I'm the only one to mention this, Ivana Baquero. Again, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. In case you don't recognize her, she played Ophelia in Pan's Labyrinth. On the one hand, it really baffles me to see Ivana in a role like this. And in case you're wondering, yes, she does in fact strip naked. I wouldn't mind so much if the character was better utilized instead of being sidelined and used only for eye candy. I don't know what possessed Baquero to sign up for this rubbish, but on the other hand, she is the only reason I decided to watch the show. And if you ask me, her character is way better developed and has way more potential than Aquila herself. Otherwise, this was a waste of Ivana Baquero's talent. I'm just going to come out and say that she and the other chick could have and should have been the leads. The acting itself is mostly hit or miss, and not only is the show's biggest flaw its terrible writing, the spin-off as a whole is boring as sin. And don't get me started on the gratuitous nudity, because this show has more hanging sausages than a butcher shop. And if you're going to write dialogue, do not add the F word in every sentence, especially in a historical drama. It's lazy and unappealing. Stop it already. We've given Stephen S. D. Knight way too much credit because he wrote what is basically a fan fiction of his own show.